Hello to all of you, and I'm very pleased to be here and present you GoSense. I'm also very pleased to have seen your presentation and see that we're all going in the same direction and that we can really collaborate in making great solutions together. So I'll present you GoSense. GoSense is a French startup. We have 5 years of experience, even though the startup have been created in January 2015. And we work in designing electronic devices and software applications to help the visually impaired people move around the city. And we have a focus. Our field, more generally, is augmented reality audio. I don't know whether you're all familiar with this term. Maybe you know virtual reality and augmented reality, but more with visual augmentation. But here, I would like to talk about augmenting the environment thanks to 3D audio. The idea is to reuse our capacity to locate sounds in space. For example, now, even if you were blind, you could locate me because you hear the sound coming from here. And that's the idea of augmenting the environment with sound. We use 3D audio to indicate blind users the location in 3 dimensions of obstacles or give them directions. And so they get feedbacks thanks to special earphones that are extra-auricular, so they are not inside the ear, they don't obstruct their ears, they can continue to hear the surroundings, but they get this extra information in their environment. So we are a team of 6 and we plan to be 10 in a year. Half of us are working on the technological aspects and half of us on the business aspects. So I'm François Birot, I'm one of the co-founder and CTO of GoSense. And Hugues de Chaumont is also here. He's also a co-founder and president of GoSense. So just quickly, Mahmoud and Nathan are signal processing and software engineers. Benjamin is the customer relationship manager, and he actually gathers all the feedbacks from our users. And Thomas is the sales manager. So one thing that you will notice if you one day apply at GoSense is that the first thing that you will do is being blindfolded, given a white cane, and you walk in the streets. First just with the white cane and then with our products to see the difference and really understand the problematics that blind people have in their daily life. So so as I said, something that's really important for us is really to gather feedbacks and to exchange with visually impaired people. So that's why we are connected with the 3 main associations for the blind in France, but also with other associations in Europe. So I would like to present you 2 products we've designed. The first one is called Rango. I have one in my pockets. The aim of Rango is safety. This is this product that can be fixed on any traditional white cane. The goal of Rango is safety. It scans the environment in 3 dimensions in front of the user. So there is a lot of technology in here with signal processing, the ultrasounds. We calculate the risk of collision between the user and the obstacles. And if and only if there is a risk of collision, the user gets an alert that is specialized in 3 dimensions. So if something is up here, you will hear the sound up here, and you know how to bypass it. So Rango is for safety, which is the main need in terms of mobility for visually impaired people. The 2 other needs are localization, knowing where you are, in which direction you are, and orientation, going from a point A to a point B. And this is made possible thanks to WiziGo, which is a community-based GPS application, and mywizigo.com, which is the web interface which works together with WiziGo. So with WiziGo, people and all the community can share information about roadworks, for instance, their routes, and even points of interest. And then they can follow 3D audio information on their path. One small anecdote that I would like to share with you is Alban Tessier. I don't know if you have heard about him. He's a French visually impaired person who has made a trail of 140 kilometers in the biggest salt deserts in Bolivia, all guided with WYSIGO. So this gives you an idea of what can be achieved thanks to 3D audio. So just quickly, we have done 5 years of research and development and have released our solution this year in April. And so we did the first batch of Rangos, of 130 Rangos that, thanks to the Lions Club, were offered to 130 visually impaired people. And so we constantly exchange with them to gather feedback. So now we have quite a good amount of feedbacks to measure the impact of our products. So today I would also like to talk to you about our offer in terms of smart city. I will give you more information about 4 proofs of concepts of we are working on. The 2 first ones are more outdoor with Rango and WYSIGO, with connection with traffic lights audio systems, with audio beacons, and also with public transportation displays. And the 2 others are more inside railway stations, as we will see that. So first thing, I will show you a small video of the proof of concepts done in Lyon.
J'évite les obstacles avec l'appareil que vous voyez fixé sur ma canne, qui s'appelle le Rango. Cet appareil électronique est capable de détecter les obstacles sur une certaine distance et ces obstacles me sont retransmis par un signal sonore que j'entends donc dans mes écouteurs, là, que j'ai aux oreilles, les AirDrive. Grâce à ce retour sonore, je peux contourner le son que j'entends et ainsi en même temps contourner l'obstacle. Alors que ce soit les petits potelets qu'on met souvent au passage clouté, que ce soit les plots en béton qu'on met à l'entrée ou sortie de garage, ou que ce soit aussi même une bâche de stand de marché, parce qu'on détecte aussi des obstacles en hauteur. Donc tout ça fait qu'on est beaucoup plus en sécurité dans nos déplacements.
Direction hôpital Lyon-Sud. Prochain bus dans 11 minutes.
Comment j'ai localisé l'arrêt de bus? J'ai une application sur mon smartphone qui s'appelle WYSIGO. Grâce à cette application qui est un GPS, on a des balises virtuelles et ces balises virtuelles nous permettent de tracer un chemin. Et dans ce chemin, on peut baliser donc virtuellement un arrêt de bus, une porte d'entrée d'immeuble, une porte d'entrée de magasin.
Rouge piéton, avenue Jean Jaurès.
J'arrive à un passage clouté, paf, il va activer une balise physique qui, elle, va me dire si le feu est au piéton vert ou rouge. J'ai 3 sons bien distincts dans WYSIGO. Un son d'orientation qui va me donner l'orientation droite ou gauche, d'aller à droite ou à gauche. J'ai un son de bonne direction qui lui va me dire que je suis dans la bonne direction, donc que je marche tout droit. Et enfin, un son de validation qui va m'indiquer que j'ai validé une balise, j'ai passé une balise. Donc avec les écouteurs AirDrive, on a des écouteurs qui sont posés devant les canaux auditifs, ce qui fait qu'on entend bien sûr les informations qu'on attend de nos différents logiciels et appareils de détection, mais en plus on peut entendre notre environnement, style une voiture qui arrive derrière moi ou quelqu'un qui me double, je l'entends, d'ailleurs souvent ça me fait tourner la tête.
Thank you. Okay, so as I said, we have gathered a lot of feedbacks, and the feedbacks that we see is that the vast majority of them are happy with it. They say it really helps them get more autonomy, but they also expect some improvements that we have planned. The first one is to increase a little bit the distance of detection. But this will be possible because this product can be upgraded via the smartphone. So just they receive a notification, click on upgrade, it takes a few minutes, and it's upgraded. For some people, it's really a life changer. They say that thanks to Rango, they are able to go out again, which wasn't possible before, and they don't shock anymore with obstacles. And for some others, small numbers, but still, it's not good yet. So we know, and the main reasons for that is that the detection, the distance of detection is too small for them now. So we know that we still have work, but we can really perceive that we are on the good way to really make some change for them. So this was the first proof of concept that we did in Lyon. We will do a second one close to the Montparnasse train station, also connecting with the traffic lights and audio beacons and public transportation displays. And I'm pleased also to announce that we have run a call for projects by the SNCF to help the visually impaired people locate the position of the doors of the train, which means that we will guide them to find the correct door thanks to beacons inside the train. So this is just a proof of concept that we have run. So we will do it on one train. If it works, then we will expand it to other trains. And we also are participating to a proof of concept of Gare et Connexion, so also SNCF. I don't know if you have heard this, but the SNCF will have equipped 127 train stations in France with beacons. So in all those stations, it will be possible to do indoor localization. And so WiziGo will be made compatible with this so that people can be guided, as we said before, with different modes from their home using public transportation, walking, and then indoor and to the train. Okay, so two last things that I would like to talk about. The first one, Paris 2024, the Olympic and Paralympic Games, and INSPEX. So INSPEX is a European research project. We are part of a consortium of 9 partners in Europe working on making a new type of 3D sensors and working also in using the information from those sensors with augmented reality for different applications. One of them is for visually impaired people, but we're also working on using it for drones, for instance, or for the safety of people working in work areas, etc. And the last thing I want to talk about is Paris 2024. GoSense has received an accessibility trophy for the Olympic Games, and we will meet the interministerial delegation in charge of the Olympic and Paralympic Games in January this year, and the goal of it is to work on making the games more accessible to the visually impaired. Thank you.